Hi, this is Gail, and welcome back to my channel. This is a continuation of the tutorial on the Staggered Hummingbird Journal. I apologize that it's been a minute since I have been on to do the tutorials. I guess it was actually 2 weeks ago today that we had some terrible heavy winds blow through the area, and we lost power really only temporarily. However, many people had lots of trees and such down. I mean, huge trees uprooted. And we only had like some huge branches that fell in our backyard, and my whole backyard is treed. So it was a lot. However, um, the neighbors beside me had a humongous tree go down, and it fell on their shed and their pool house. And they were 3 days chainsawing, and it was impossible to do any recording through that. So the chainsawing stopped once they hauled off truckloads and trailer loads of tree, and then the hammering started, which, you know what? I don't blame people. Their house is on the market. And so, I'm not going to say anything to them. They got to do what they got to do. I would be doing the same if it had happened to me. So there was probably about a week there where there was so much noise and racket going on, no way to really record. And then I got lucky, and my daughter and grandson came for a visit. Yay! And they come up on a Monday and they spend the night, and then they head home late Tuesday afternoon. So that's 2 days of the week when I'm pretty busy. And then you throw in there also a crafting weekend with a friend. And now my daughter and grandson have been up twice. So that kind of cuts into the time where I can actually get on and do some recording. So I totally apologize. I didn't mean to leave you hanging. It was not my intent. Stuff happens. And for me, an opportunity to be with my grandson and my daughter, that's the most important thing in my life right now, being with family. And finally today had to go to the neurologist, but afterwards got to go out and eat breakfast with a friend. Oh my God, first outing to a restaurant since March. And it felt really nice. A little sense of normalcy. Everybody had on masks and all that, but it was good. It was just a nice change of pace. I don't know about the rest of you that do cooking in the home, but I was about sick of fixing meals and not having somebody fix them for me for a change. So it was a real treat and I loved it. But on with our tutorial. So I'm sorry. Anyhow, this is the page spread that we are to right now. And I have to say that I think this one might even be actually two separate tutorials, and this one a separate one as well. Now this one is super easy. So I will do what I can to show you what I've got going here. Now, I did bring my sewing machine over. It's on a cart, so it's easy to move it. It's just it's not easy for me to zoom in and out with my camera to show it. In fact, let me see if I can even get the camera to head that way out of curiosity. Oh, it's upside down. So let's see. We go this way. Are you getting seasick yet? Oh, I am. There's me. Okay. That's upside down. So let's see if we can even get it there. Whoa, there it is. So how about if I do the sewing first? And that is super easy to do. So first of all, I'll show you here, well, there we go. I have these 2 pages, which are going to make pockets on either end. So these have to be sewn at the top. So how about I try that? So as you can see, my sewing machine is right here beside me, and it's on one of those little carts, which is kind of cool. And then it's in what I call now my craft closet. So at some point, I will definitely show you that. Oops. It's been a while. Okie dokie. And there we go. So I'm going to do my little zigzag number here on the edges, and let's see how it goes. And I think I want to, just make sure we've got them together pretty good. And boom, here we go. Sorry if you don't like sewing machine noise. Oh, it's making a squeaky noise. I've never had to do that before. Okay, and now let's see if we can head on over to this side and zigzagger. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me cut this and cut this. Cut this and this. Okay, so now what we have is we have one big pocket all the way through, you see? However, what we want to do now is this page is going to get glued down in the book, and then this is going to get sewn straight down the center so that we have pages that look like that, right? Before we glue this down. So let me just fold this so I have a good line to follow as I sew. Okay, so let's see here. I do have a couple paper clips. There we go. Although this one's kind of a mess. Let's see if we can, there, that should work. Okay, so I am just going to follow that line right down the center, a straight stitch. Oops. What? Okay, why is it doing that? I want just a straight stitch, so now that worked. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll, and gonna back it up. And now head forward. and adios sewing machine. Okay, now cutting my threads, and let me see if I can get this camera moved back so you can see what I'm doing here. Sorry about getting you seasick. Whoop. Whoa, it's really spinning around now. It's upside down. We'll get her. Whoop. I actually have a new camera ordered that will allow me to zoom while I'm recording, and I'm really anxious for it to arrive. It's the same kind of camera as what I currently have, but it's real frustrating not to be able to zoom while I'm recording, and it's very frustrating not to make adjustments of any kind. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we now want to simply glue this down, making it equidistant from each end and top and bottom. Super easy peasy. So if you will, let me find my glue here. Hang on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to run out to my dining room table because I still had some stuff on the table from my craft weekend with a friend. Okay, nothing like thinking you're organized when you're not. Okay, so I think one other thing I should do before I glue is to do some inking. What do you think? I know the last thing you want to do is watch inking. However, that's what needs to be done. So I'm just going to try to cover up the white on the pages mostly. Pardon my sniffling as always. Sinuses, yeah, when you live in Michigan, it's part of the life here. They call where I live Sinus Valley. Wonder why. If you didn't have sinuses before you lived in Michigan, you will once you're here for a while. So at least it's very cool, very pleasant out today. So can't complain. All right. I did that, yes. Now, here we go. At least I won't have to do the back because the back is going to be glued down. But I can see there's a little bit that will show here. Of course, it really won't because once the envelope is tucked there, you won't see it. Okie dokie. So now we can glue. So I love this little bottle. My friend Lori gave me it, and I just love it. makes it so easy when you're gluing. And I want to make sure I get that center real well because there will be some stress on that. Hope everybody is doing well. Are you doing well? Are you staying safe and healthy? And are you having beautiful weather like we are here? Oh, just gorgeous today. The humidity is gone. The air is cooler. No air needs to be on. I think it's like 71. Just perfect weather. To me, anyhow. Other people may prefer it warmer. Not me. This is perfect. Okay, so now lining it up top and bottom and edge pretty much the best I can. So I think that's about it. This page is a super easy page. Not a lot to it. Very simplistic. Okay. I keep seeing this thread and it's bugging me. It's also bugging me that I see unevenness here. But I have to let it go, right? Just let it go. Don't obsess, Gail. Okay. So now I have these that need to be done. So I need to fold those over. Here's my little bone folder. And like so. Oh, that's not very good, Gail. Okay. And I apologize that my hands look awful. They are improving, but it takes a while when you have an allergic reaction, I suppose. So there we go. And then we want to fold this over. There we go. All right. Now we'll do some gluing. And this is, it just has our glitter glue in it, in case you're wondering. Which, you know, you don't have a lot of time to move stuff around. Whoops, wait, real quick. I want to get this part. Whoops. What's up with that? There. Now. Okay. I think I might just trim that off. It's a little bit long. There. Okay. I know it's not fun watching distressing, however, it's what needs to be done. So, most of the time when I can, I get it over with in advance. However, stuff happens, right? So, felt a little weird this morning. First thing, I had to go see the neurologist, and there was absolutely nobody else in the office when I arrived, but when I came out, there were probably 5 people, but they had it set up, so it was not, you weren't close to other people at all, and of course we all had on masks anyhow. This is the first time that I've been, this is the 3rd doctor's appointment I've had since March, and this is the first doctor's office that asked if I had been out of state at all. So I don't know whether they would have not allowed me to have my appointment had I been out of state and made me wait 14 days to get in, or what. So this was a follow-up appointment, so it was a 4-month checkup. So it had been planned well in advance of the COVID crisis. So I don't know what would have happened. So I guess that's something I need to consider if and when I do any traveling. And I do indeed have a retreat planned in August in Alabama, which right now, woof, what did I do? I think I got a little glue where it didn't belong. There we go. So I would have concerns if I have any appointments in August, but I think I do, but it's not until the end. So hopefully I'd be okay to go on those appointments. Okay, so now I'm going to ink this journaling card. These little journaling cards are so cute. And I simply, on the back, am very lightly giving it a little color because it's pretty white paper and I don't want it to look so terribly white. So there we go. There's that part. And now let's do the envelope. Fold that over, crease it. Fuzzies from my distresser sponge. Okay, and then down here, yeah, that looks better than the last one. And then up here, let's make sure, yep, that looks good. Okay. All right, ink this before. Caroline has put out some new kits, so you should take time to go check it out. Some real cute new kits. There's a butterfly one, and I think a Paris one. I haven't watched that video yet, but I saw something about Paris come up. It's on my to watch list when I get a chance, so yeah. Okay. Sometimes I feel like this distressing takes longer than anything else, you know? But I do think it adds a nice touch. Okay. Let's glue her down. It's just so nice with these little bottles with a little tiny, tiny stream to be able to keep from making a mess with the glue, because I am a mess maker from way back. Okay, and then our little journaling card goes in like so. And this little journaling card goes in here. And voila, we are done with this page. So I think that the next page, because it is so complicated or intricate or whatever, we should do that in 2 separate parts. So things to remember to have ready are this page, one of the bookmark type things for the belly band, some hummingbird cutouts, some of the little circular pieces, and those I glossy accented. So you want to do that in advance, some little buttons and beads. This little quote with brave wings, she flies, and then a little journaling card. I also use some of that green leaf trim, and there's some netting down here that's got some sparkles in it. And again, you can do whatever you want there. You don't have to do it exactly like me. It's your book. Now, this piece, again, we're going to need a piece of the, I have it all gathered together already. A piece of, yeah, here we go. Ooh, what a mess. I cleaned, so now I can't find anything. But you're going to need a piece of the Edith Holden paper. You're going to need this runoff on tracing paper. You'll need the page, you'll need your belly band, and all of those goodies. And then also for the envelope, you're going to need brads or buttons or something to use as your closure, something to close it with, be it yarn or embroidery floss or whatever. And then any kind of decoration you want. I have the ruffle and I have lace trim. I use the quote that came from the kit, and then some sort of a stamp. It's one I made from a picture, which I'm sure we could do from one of the pictures that Caroline has. I stamped it, and then I put on a label. I don't believe this is from Caroline. And then on the inside, then I also made this little booklet. So that's why I say this is going to be a lot of involvement. So you're going to need a sheet of this. Remember, this is when you print them to a page. This sheet, the one that looks like that, and then this sheet that looks like that. Now remember, I mean, if you don't like those or you have other extras, then by all means use those. So, and again, if you don't sew, you don't have to sew, but I like to sew it when I can. So, haha, pun pun. Those are some of the things that you're going to need to gather together in order to do the next section. So what I'm proposing is that we do just this much the next time, where we put down the bottom layer of the paper and create the belly band and put that on. And we call that good for the next time. And then we do this in a third tutorial. So get ready to rock and roll. We'll be doing that very soon. And I will talk to you later. make sure you head over to Caroline Craft and check out all her beautiful kits and follow along with me as we finish up this tutorial because you never know what you might find at the end. Alrighty, stay safe, stay healthy, go out there and make something, create. Bye-bye.